Hey everyone, it's Mel. How's it going? Today we have a beautiful sunny day, no wind, no rain expected in the forecast. So that means it's a perfect day to come out and prune our peach tree and actually spray it for bugs and or fungus. So let's get started. I'll show you how to do it and I'll tell you why you should do it as well. Let's get going. So this is an Alberta peach tree and she gets 15 feet tall by 10 feet wide. I don't anticipate letting her get that tall because that will be too much work to climb up on a ladder and get the peaches. But I will let her maybe get about 10 feet tall. More peaches, the better. Anyway, what we want to look for today are any broken branches, and I see one actually right here. Can you all see that? This little guy here. That broke off probably during a bad windstorm. So we're going to check for anything that's broken, any branches that want to start growing back up into the tree. We need to get rid of those because that's going to cause the sun to not really get all the way inside the tree and block sunlight, which can cause fungus, and we don't want that, obviously. And then any branches that are crossing, like these two here, that's not good. You can introduce disease. So those are the things we're going to check for today when we start pruning. Oh, and also, let's take a look here in the center. Oh, so many branches to get through. Last year, I cut off those three here to create a more vase shape, more open area to get more sunlight and air flowing in the center of the tree, and it grew back. So I'm going to chop it off again. And then once we're done pruning and cutting off the dead branches and any crossing branches, we want to spray our peach tree because bugs, there's this one particular bug that its sole purpose in life is to destroy your peach tree. So we're going to spray for that. And when we get to that part, I'll tell you what I use and why it's a good idea. Let's get going. I'm cutting this whole branch off because it's actually growing back into the tree and we don't want that. So we're just going to take the whole branch off. We also want to get rid of any thin, spindly branches. They're not going to do us any good because if peaches grow on it, it's going to be too heavy for the branch and it'll break off. Again, any branches that are growing straight up or diagonal into the tree, into the center of the tree, we want to take that out. These two are touching each other. One has to go. And I would say this one because it's growing back up into the tree. However, this branch looks not too happy. So I think I'm going to take this one out. Let this one, no, I can't let it stay. It has to come out. Careful not to step on my girls over here. I think I'm going to need to move this, I may need to move this peach tree out this bed. It's something I've been thinking about. It's huge. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll just let it be and just not plant anything so close to it. We'll see. This branch here is bended down. That's not going to hold fruit, so that one can go as well. Jeez. I have to get this branch out the way. Okay. Okay, now it can get in a bit better because I really want to clear the middle of this peach tree again to let the sunlight in, airflow to help prevent disease, to protect my peaches. There, we got it. Whoa. You want to be sure to pick up as many as branches as you can around the peach tree, because if there are any buggies living in the branches, they can just stick around and attack your peach tree later. So be sure to do a thorough cleanup. Now that we've got that out of the way, I'll show you what I use to spray my peach trees with. This is horticultural oil. It helps to prevent bugs like aphids, spider mites, things of that sort. You want to spray this on first because then you want to spray the copper fungicide. The horticultural oil will help the copper fungicide adhere to the tree, and this will help with like fungal diseases like peach leaf curls and things of that sort. So I'm going to go ahead, get them on, And you want to make sure that you spray the tree until it's dripping, dripping, dripping. So we're going to get to doing that right now. And I'm not using a pump sprayer because I don't think my tree is that huge, although next year I might want to think about investing in one. It just may make the job go by faster, which is nice. And you want to make sure you spray it away from the direction the wind is blowing so it doesn't get all up in your face. When I planted this tree, it was 2021, and she was a little girl, but she did give us like 7 peaches that year. Well, I shouldn't say us, she gave the birds 7 peaches. And her harvest time is late July, early August, and the birds were quite happy. So I said, okay, you know what? Next year, I'm going to put bird netting. Oh, the wind is picking up. I'm going to put bird netting around the tree so that, I can have some too. But the problem is, I didn't spray at all. And the following year, the bugs totally attacked the tree. So in 2022, I didn't have any peaches, and the tree was loaded, and I had to throw them all away. Super sad. Um, but it was my fault because I didn't spray it. So in the winter of 2022, spring of 2023, I did spray. And while the bugs did get some of the fruit, they didn't get all of the fruit. And I had, for the very first time, my very own peach that I grew myself. Delicious. I recommend, if you can, grow your own peaches. It's worth it. So I'm looking at this top half of the tree, and that's just really too tall for us to climb up and get our peaches. So I'm going to take her down a bit a little later. And of course, as I'm spraying, the wind decides to pick up. Of course, right? But I want to get as much done as I can while I'm out here. So if you need to, wear a mask, protect your eyes. I mean, it's all natural and all that good stuff, but doesn't mean you want it in your face. You also want to spray the base of your tree and the area surrounding your tree on the bottom, again, in case any bugs are living in the soil next to your tree. And you want to do this ideally 3 times. This is actually my first time doing it. I'm a little late, but I'll do this copper fungicide, horticultural oil spray one more time, and that's right before the buds break to ensure that we protect our tree from fungus and the bugs. And that's it, really. when I first planted this peach tree in 2021, it was the only thing in this bed. And I thought, oh, it needs something more. And I planted roses and hibiscus and a bunch of other really cool things around it. And now I'm second guessing my decision to do that. But anyway, we've got our tree pruned, chopped a little bit. I'm gonna do a little more chopping later, and sprayed. We're gonna come out again probably in another month to give it another spray before the bud breaks, and then we should be protected and good to go, and maybe have some really good peaches again this summer. So thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, take care. Bye.